2 in a row? I really must be out of my mind. Yeah, it's about 4:30 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. The Weaver, John C. Roseman, California. Terry, the griever named John Weaver, which would be me. Need to dance stuff in my gut. Yeah, I talk about other things, especially when my brain starts working. And I get political, I'll get personal, I'll get other things. And I've been trying to say it in my last video, is when I get into things, I talk about things that matter the most to me. Health scares, yeah. Politics, yeah. Current events, yeah. Just life in general, yep. See, I try not to, I am not those other guys. I'm just doing it for me. About me. My own lifeboat, if you will. I'd rather be out there on YouTube because just in case if there's a situation happening where people need to find out what the hell's going on with me besides going through the drive after drive after drive, those flash drives, things. Figure out what the hell's going on. All I gotta do is switch on to YouTube and see the latest video to see what my mental status was at that time and at that date. The reason why I do the date stamps all the time. A way to keep track. In the event that my own mental faculties are breaking down and deteriorating left and right, if I happen to get into a situation where I am not functioning mentally or physically, if there's some way for them to gauge whether or not I was sane at the time or not. If I happen to get into a situation where I'm telling people that I'm going to do some dastardly things to them, what happened? What was the change? When did it take place? And how did the slip happen in the first place? And believe me, there are slips. I do get pain. I do get angry. I do get frustrated. I get pissed off at things and at people. Well, it's still hot. It's hot, but still it's hot. Tea last night. Kept it out for a few hours in the thermos. So before, if you haven't seen anything crawling around, don't be freaked. It's still bug war. And you can go over the videos for about several months to find out what the hell happened, what started it. Some things I still have to talk about because it's a way of my own therapy. It's not just dealing with the culprit, it's dealing with life itself that kept throwing a hell of a lot at me, and I still have to deal and cope with the after effects left and right. How I'm feeling about emotional issues, guilt, stress, frustration, anger, memories that come up, situations that require me to freak out is less. Yeah, I know, it's just power cord twiddling around here. Doesn't mean I got OCD, it's just I got this damn thing to work with here. Usually I hook it up to the phone and let it have power. And usually I'd have a laptop or two, but power constraints and bills piling up. I have to limit to what I've got. As I said before, life throwing things at me left and right for me to deal with. I should not complain about it. I should just deal with it and not stress as much. At least that's what I keep reading, that's what I keep hearing, and you know what? I'm stressed. I'll do the opposite. I've been doing the opposite for a hell of a long while. I'm still coping, I'm still not touching the bottles or the pills. But also to tell you the truth, I hadn't talked to a shrink in over a couple of months anyway. Well over 2. I still have my own trigger events that put me through the emotional headlock again. There are so many ways to talk about grieving, mourning, and the depression situations. So, one time I called it a landmine. Blows up in your face. Then you have to deal with the after effects on that one. The other one I talked about is a tidal wave. Keeps hitting you left and right, flooding you out. Leaves you stranded on the beach, and then you're like, you're depressed as hell because you can't deal with it. Because the raw flood of emotions that swarmed your brain screwed up your damn neurosenses, all those damn chemicals and the synapses. And if there was anything like dopamine in there or serotonin, you just lost it. Because now you're like, I'm a zombie, I can't feel, I am just wasted. You know. It's not exactly when I wake up in the morning, too. Usually when I wake up in the morning, I'm feeling somewhat balanced until I get triggered. And then all hell breaks loose. On the earlier videos I did was coming out of a laptop. And I had to use hookup headphones without the Bluetooth capability to record. I still got the angle. Much. What I don't have is peace of mind on some occasions. I just have peace of brain. That's about it. I should say peace of soul, but there's somewhat opportunities that I'll actually have days and hours that I'll feel okay. Not super terrific, not dancing up a storm, not going out praising God left and right saying, yeah. I'm like, God, I'm alive. Now what's next? Sometimes there is gratitude. But I tell you what drives me crazy is when I have little people to talk to. I'm not talking about size-wise. I'm talking about encounters. Sometimes I'll put the facade and veneer on and try to show like there's nothing wrong. Like some of those memes I keep seeing on Facebook every so often, it tells us one way or another. We put on the facade, we put on the show, we put on the veneer, we smile. Oh God. Do I have to? And we try to tell people we're fine. No, we're not fine. We're just lying to your face. That's what we're doing. Well, that's what I'm doing anyways, lying to your face. I'm supposed to keep a cash register honesty situation over here. So the closest thing I can come to say to you is some days are good and other days, some days are harder and other days are just worse. If I'm functioning, I'm functioning. If I'm not, well, if I am not doing what you think I should be doing, then, oh well. Never cease to amaze me how decrepit and aged I'm looking at more and more of myself in the mirror. I remember times when my brother's skin was getting so mottled, all I want to do is scrape the damn shit off. Try to find out if there was actually any skin there. I'll do the same shit for myself. All these damn scabbies left and right. I don't even know where the hell hard the skin is. Sometimes I'll see it, and other times I'll feel it, and then when I scrape it, it's scraping off the effects and accumulations. If I'm going to be using this as a metaphor here, is every battle scar I've had is coming across. Every damn scrape and bump and bruise and slice and dice, my skin is still showing the effects of it, including emotional jabs and turmoils I go through. That includes if I'm going to be talking about the grieving situation where I get triggered and I go on crying spree, Sometimes a short one, other times, and I've had a few beauties. Be about an hour. I'm constantly sucking down Gatorade and water for replenishment. Sometimes coffee will help, and other times tea. Just to try to get me somewhat balanced. To a point where I feel like I gotta crawl back in bed and just rebalance my whole damn body and brain again. Not laying down for a few minutes. I'm talking about a nap or two. It's not an addiction for that one. It's trying to get my brain reset without anybody else trying to screw it up left and right. And as I said before in my earlier videos, I don't like doctors very much, but I need them, unfortunately, these days. Getting older and older, I need them one way or another. Including the damn shrinks and the behavioral therapists out there are trying to prescribe medications to balance out my brain. I hate being used as a damn lab rat. It's one thing, it's a physical situation, but I hate being turned into a damn lab rat. Just for my own benefit? Are you shitting me? I don't feel it's like my own benefit. But we got this particular drug over here that might help out with this and help out with that. What's the side effects? Oh, here's an arm line. But I'm not about to tell you all that stuff. Like, oh, terrific. Death. Uh-huh. So in order to try to mellow out the brain, you practically nearly kill him. No, thank you. That's why I don't like doctors, because they use you as damn lab rats. I've had them use me as lab rats before. Especially when they get the wrong information. Yeah, and I'm going to hold on this guy for a long while. I mean, he treated my family very, very fairly and decent doctor. But he didn't have all the damn information, and I blamed the drug company for damn near killing me at this point. You don't give me a cancer drug and expect it to clear up my acne and not do any dastardly things to my brain, or I'm about to kill myself. And I read reports a few decades later of what the hell I came across. And I learned how not to trust medications all that much. I don't trust Tylenol, and I use it for, not for nostalgia, but for pain relief. I've been using Tylenol for a hell of a long while. So these are the things I put out in my videos. There's a bit of a marker here and a marker there. If the people are trying to figure out what the hell happened to me during that time, of what chemicals I was using, Tylenol on a constant basis, but not popping it like damn candy though. Use as needed or use as directed. So basically, if the pain's going to be that bad in my damn back, I'll use it. This morning, it's still about the same, but it's not driving me crazy, so I haven't had any. So I'm just sitting in a weird configuration here. But this is how my life is right now. I also noticed that on the end of the videos, I have to keep them short and sweet because advertisers don't like people talking long. They don't like me. I don't like them either. Zeros and ones all over the damn place. I suppose there'll be other videos for me talking about things in a bullet point mannerism, where I have to get things clear and concise. It's one thing if I'm going to be writing about an essay. I'll do that. At least I know what the hell I'm going to be writing about, and they want maybe 3 or 4 pages. I give them 68 pages. I'm a storyteller. I like stories. Some people want bullet points. They want to get to the point. Keep it short and sweet and simple for them. Well, I guess they don't like reading novels. They don't like adventure. They want things short, sweet, and simple for them. I'm sorry, I'm not that kind of guy. But I am me, and that's what I am. For right now, I'm simply going to be dealing with my videos in my own way. If YouTube and Google want to pull, fine, pull it. As long as I don't offend anybody. But who the hell am I going to offend? What the hell am I going to say to offend them? It's not that I'm coming after people. Oh, yes, I'll be coming after you people. I got an implement of destruction right here. I'll be coming after people with these things. And I'll have nature raining down on me with the damn freaking cockroach war. Welcome to my life.